Pisces, it seems like your person has lost the plot and you both do get on each other's nerves, right? But the chemistry is just too strong. You know, it's just like argument happens, you detach from each other, you stop talking, and then you come back together again because, again, you're so attracted to one another. But it's either you or your person is treating this connection in a very childish way. And this card keeps on coming up for so many zodiac signs. So there is this collective issue of immaturity, of lack of accountability. People need to, I love this card because it says someone has to be the adult in the room, and maybe the term should be grow up or get out. And I feel like this is what most people's motto should be these days: grow up or get out. Not tolerating any more garbage from anybody, especially a love interest. Because if you're with the wrong person, that blocks the pathway to the right person to appear. You and this person have been through a lot, I feel. So let's see what's coming up for this week for you, my dear Pisces. This is, by the way, your energy check-in for the 9th to the 16th of March. Happy spring. And also head on over to my YouTube channel to see the full-length video if you do resonate with it. I don't react when people mention you. So I feel like you and your person, whenever you go through issues, other people get involved, whether that's family members, whether you run in the same friends social circle, whether that's co-workers because you're from the same workplace. But it says we both know I'm not the one for you. And let's get the violins out, because I feel like this person gets angry and always says this to you, although they cannot live without you. They always use this excuse as like, oh, I think we'd be better off without each other, Pisces. You should find somebody else. I'm really not the right person for you. I'm hearing gaslighting and manipulation, but there is expression of love this week. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So it's not all doom and gloom, right? It's certainly not all doom and gloom, but your person loves to dangle the carrot in front of you. They love to keep you waiting. I'm sensing with this energy, stringing along comes to the forefront to me here as well, intuitively. And you know, you're sick and tired of this because it does constantly feel like a brief affair. Brace for a sudden ending. Short but sweet, can't last. This is the constant thing between you and this person, and maybe why this is so exciting and there's that innate chemistry, because you come together, it's so intense, you're loving on each other, having great intimacy, something happens, someone's being childish, bam, you segregate from each other again. And it's just like the same thing, it was this same shit, different day, right? Groundhog Day. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So it is that you and your person may be meeting this week or traveling someplace. You could be traveling, they could be traveling. The honeymoon card to me normally in readings show like action's being taken. You're meeting with your person, finally arranging to meet with them, right? You and I were too young. Again, childish, young. This person always blames things. Maybe they revert back to the past and say, well, Pisces, we were too young. We didn't know any better back then. And all the issues are stemming from back then. It's like someone is just certainly living in the past here. And it's time to, really time to get over the past here. For both of you, reconciliation. So I love this energy. Someone from your past is returning into your life. So you and your person, if you are at loggerheads right now, you both are going to reconcile. But I'd be wary because that brief affair card is annoying me. I feel like as soon as reconciliation happens every single time, this is as soon as you separate. And maybe this is something you both enjoy, back and forth, because it's so intense, because the chemistry is just, it's not like, again, as I said, you cannot live with each other, but then you can't live without each other either. Not to negate that, you know, it is a powerful connection. It is intense. More inner work is needed. False hope. I feel like your person has been giving you false hope. Tries to sell you a pipe dream. No substance. Evasive. Every time you put them on a spot, remember it can go vice versa. If you're a cross watcher, energies can go vice versa. Maybe Pisces did that to you. Take what resonates with you. Energies can cross over. Maybe Pisces is giving you false hope. Maybe you both give each other false hope because you both promise each other that it's going to be perfect this time. You're not going to revert back to the same old, but someone's living in a dream world here, living in the fantasy land of illusions, not real love. Yeah, this week or lately you may have been feeling like this person doesn't actually love you. Someone's thinking of an exit plan here this week. Someone wants out, but they aren't making a move yet. Be prepared for sudden changes. I'll be cautious, Pisces, because I must admit your person may be thinking about an exit plan. They're a late bloomer, so either there's like age gap or immaturity. As we mentioned, attitudes are out of sync. It needs more time. You need both to be patient with each other and give each other more time. I know this is very cliche and very straightforward, but there could be new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So Pisces, maybe there's somebody else in the picture that you are interested in. This is part of your spiritual journey, spiritual path, the way things have been going, of course. Maybe the way things are, there's religious segregation. So maybe you're from different religions, or what you want is not what they want. So for instance, if you come from a family that believes in marriage and you know, you don't want to, this is important to you and it's not so much important to your person, there's always going to be that segregation, right? So I hope that you can forgive me one day. So your person, if it is not contact, they do want you to forgive them. They do. They do sense... Sorry, I need to move my journal. Well, not really journal, my log. Client log, but I feel like they have a sense of remorse. They do have a sense of remorse. They have a sense of sadness as such, I feel. And but you know, being remorseful and feeling accountable and feeling guilty and ashamed and not doing nothing about it, i.e. being the bigger person and apologizing, is no good, really. So I feel like this is what's been going on. The main issue was the feelings are there, the remorse is there, the culpability is there, someone feels bad, someone wants forgiveness, but they're not really communicating. They're not budging. A very, very callous and stubborn energy here. Look at the way it came out so sharp, right? The Knight of Swords may be dealing with a Gemini. Could be, of course, Libra, Aquarius, someone between the ages of 25 to 35, a brown hair, blue eyes, light complexion. Doesn't have to be, of course, as I always say, prevalent within this Courtier card. Wow. You know what, Pisces, this is very toxic. It has turned very, very toxic. Someone's vices have very exacerbated this week. Someone's seeking escapism. It could be you, could be them, of course. Capricorn energy, Leo energy here as well within these major trumps cards. Someone's drowning their sorrows this week and not in a healthy way, because the cups and the devil could be over drinking, over smoking, over medicating, overeating, over watching pornography, whatever the situation may be. Maybe you are succumbing to vices, to temptations, to emotionally withdraw from this situation, but matter of fact is just making things worse. You feel like the wounded warrior here. Someone's gaslighting, manipulations and codependency loops and conditioning loops are becoming exposed with the Sun card. It's yielding disappointment. You're not happy how this person copes with conflict. You're not happy how this person is so impulsive all the time. They don't let you have the last word. It is a vicious circle, vicious cycle. You want joy, you want happiness, you want carefree type of liberation within this connection, and all you're getting is a strain and negative attachments being propagated towards you. Maybe this person has an avoidant attachment style. Again, of course, this could be you. I hate the devil and the Knight of Swords, because to me things actually can get physical here. This is how I see this combination. Knight of Swords is very impulsive, fast-moving energy. The devil is gaslighting, manipulation, but also excessive need to control. Someone has very, very, very abrupt temperament to a point where they physically lash out. So I really hope that you're not dealing with somebody who is posing any type of security risk upon you. If this person is known to lash out and become physical, maybe, I don't know, let's say a box in the wall, smashing the dishes, trying to hold you down. I hope nothing else more than that. I'll be cautious because it is prevalent this week, and I really hope that children have not been present when this was happening. Sometimes I feel like you should know that you are better off away from this energy, and you're better off being by yourself. You are very abundant, you're ravishing right now. You've been working hard to accumulate all the good things that you have in your life, and I feel like this person takes it for granted. I do feel like this person doesn't, they put you down. You're doing so well, but instead of them rooting for you, they put you down. Nothing is ever good enough. And I feel like all that you have doesn't feel like it's good enough for you also, because you're so immersed into the opinion of what this person thinks about you. Do you want me to strangle you, Pisces? Because it's ridiculous. You have a good life. Outside of these issues, you have a good life. And maybe the chemistry is not real chemistry. It's trauma bonding and codependency. Oh my god, it's intense, and oh my god, the sex is great, is it? Or is it make up sex after a massive argument because, you know, hormones are flowing, anger's flowing, and everyone's worked up and everyone needs a release? Pisces, so you might be dealing with a fellow Pisces, could be Scorpio or a Cancerian. In this case, this is somebody between the ages of 25 to 35, blonde hair, blue eyes, lighter complexion, either dealing with an air sign, water sign. Take what resonates with you, ignore the rest. Some may have a very sharp tongue or I'm hearing foul mouth when they're drinking. They try to show off and be arrogant, maybe in front of their pals or something, and it's just not good because that really upsets you and puts you down. Like this person would rather focus on a negative sort of connection in that Five of Cups card rather than what's left and what you can work with and what you can work on, which is this innately soulmate connection as far as both of you are concerned, and that's how you both feel about it. You do feel mentally entrapped. You do feel paralyzed mentally again because you can't get out of a certain habit, certain conditioning loop. You also have attachment issues, but by this I also mean, don't get me wrong, is you want this person to approve of you so badly. But no matter what you do, they never will, because they're just that type of person. Toxic, negative, codependent, overbearing. Just, let's have a look. Someone could have just had a newborn baby as well. And literally, you thought you're giving them everything they want and they're not respecting it, and I don't like it at all. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Again, Leo energy, Virgo energy. What you do need to do in order to attain control of the situation or tame the proverbial beast is to detach, withdraw, compartmentalize yourself, unpack the thoughts that have been bothering you and crippling you at night. Strength, we have the inverted infinity symbol, and the wreath around her waist. And normally it goes around the lion's neck, and it's again an infinity symbol, which means the red flowers talk about carnal desires, and the white gown talks about purity or the higher knowing of what's right, what's wrong. So it's all about you taming the beast. The beast is carnal desires to always be right, carnal desire to lash out, aggression, adrenaline running. Is every time you feel yourself on edge, you're advised to bow in silence, withdraw, seek solitude this week especially, because it's a never-ending battle and you're constantly juggling with this issue with this person. It's just a constant thing. It never ends. Look, inverted infinity symbol, that means it just goes on and loops. How long have you been dealing with this, Pisces? To me, this looks like infinity, literally, the longest of times. And how many times have you actually thought? 2 nights, by the way, mean intimacy. Number 8 may be of significance. We literally got 888 here. So watch out for that number 8 this week as well. That means, you know, that's your affirmation. This reading is for you. Or remember certain messages when, you know, it catches up into your simulation. But someone is threatening to end it this week. I'm not going to lie to you. Somebody is threatening to walk away. Somebody is really, really emotionally done. They're done. The 8 of Cups talks about the fact that this person had been spending a great deal of time. This, again, could be your energy. Someone spent a great deal of time realizing that the way things are no longer going to work. The way things have been are ineffective, inefficient. They're hurtful. And there's no other way but either, as I say, the term is grow up or get out. And somebody wants to get out. With the Death card, this does speak about an ending, but it can also talk about transformation. There's like a moment of Eureka where someone really goes deep inside self and realizes, wow, I've been really, really unhealthy. I've been really toxic. I really need to change my ways. Maybe someone's toxicity is being enhanced by their vices. So the best bet will be to just stop doing what you're doing in excess, right? Whether that's over drinking, over smoking, that has to be completely eliminated, even for yourself. Maybe both of you over drink, over smoke at times, and that's when the arguments happen. Someone is just, I don't know how to say this, but I will say you're talking out their ass as well. I mean, the moon is Pisces, death is Scorpio, so you may have Pisces, Scorpio placements. You may be dealing with a Scorpio, of course, take what resonates with you. But the best thing you could do for yourself this week is to no longer do this back and forth, to do things differently, to completely transform your approach. Work in silence. Do not reveal too much of what you're thinking, what you're gathering, what you're planning. The moon energy speaks about things not being fully revealed. Someone's mental health is not in a good place. It takes time for them to heal themselves. It takes time for you to heal yourself. There could be newness in this life. There could be a new chapter. Funny, we have all major arcana cards, so this is a very significant week for major spiritual lessons. These are energies that had been lingering for the longest of time. There's back and forth, toxicity, exposing each other, or things around you are exposing each other's character, especially their character or yours. Trying to go within and not listen to external noise and really make a decision for yourself, but this can no longer go how it has been. It just dead that. So it's a dead that, whether it is the relationship or whether it's a habit or there's tolerance for this person's behavior. It's affecting your mental health. Both of you are willing to work on this, but both of you are also have bruised egos. Leo, 3 times. Leo, right? Could be Aries, Sagittarius, someone above the age of 35, strawberry blonde hair, green eyes, lighter complexion, doesn't have to be. A reconciliation twice. Whatever bullshit you're going through, it will be resolved, but something's got to give, something's got to change. You have to do things differently if you do want to make this work, because thus far it hasn't been working to its best efficiency. It hasn't been operating optimally, this relationship. Someone's coming from a very immature standpoint. Someone's coming from a very non-committal standpoint. It's all about me, and not them. I mean, it's all about me, and not you all the time, right? This is what I mean, sorry. Let's see what else. You need to ground yourself and submerge. To me, we'll talk about that Hermit and the 4 of Swords energy, which is bow down in silence. Don't go back and forth. Move in silence. Act in silence. If you want harmony to be reinstated within this connection, it's important to ground yourself. It's important to take your time to purge, to release. As we are in Mercury retrograde in your sign, things may be very complex. A lot of past issues cropping up. Maybe things have been fine and then all of a sudden, bam, this week it's like all goes tits up. That's what we say in the UK, right? It just all goes wrong. You know, like, well, financial issues could be also the catalyst for this. You need to ground your finances. A lot of stress around finances, whether you're triggered about it, your person is. Some legal issues, legalities, contracts. Somebody could be losing money because of a particular contract. And there's hostilities. Yeah, like harmony or hostilities. Which one are you choosing? Hostilities or harmony? But the only way to attain harmony is to withdraw, ground yourself, right? There's a lot of time you'll be thinking a lot this week. You'll be ruminating. But you have to appreciate self, right? With the 9 of Pentacles, despite all what's going on around you, you have to appreciate self. So anyway, this is that for this week. So thank you so much for tuning in. Take care now, Pisces. Goodbye.